have said, Ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
For Zion's sake will I not hold my peace, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest, until the righteousness thereof go forth as brightness, and the salvation thereof as a lamp that burneth. And the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness, and all kings thy glory, and thou shalt be called by a new name, which the mouth of the Lord shall name.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash, right, which Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father in the ancient Hebrew, Bahasham meaning in the name of, Yahweh Shai being the name of his only begotten Son, all right, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, all right, which his true name is Yahweh Shai, all right. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings unto the elect. All right, now, this is an article from rtnews.com, okay, and as you can see, which I'm going to play the video, it says shocking conditions at Biden administration's immigration facility documented by senator as official tries to block camera, all right, and as you see this, man, hey, like we've been telling you, man, this devil is the devil, all right, so watch this.
To the people. Please give dignity to the people.
So you work for the commissioner, your senior advisor. You were hired 2 weeks ago, and you're instructed to ask us to not have any pictures taken here.
Please respect the people,
because the political
rules.
leadership at DHS does not want the American people to know it.
Please respect the rules,
You keep
sir.
standing in front of the pictures, so
Please
you don't want the pictures
rules.
taken. The rules are arbitrary, and
Please
they're designed to keep the American people in the dark.
Dignity and respect. That's all we ask.
Well,
Dignity
no, it's
and
not.
respect.
You're asking, is this dignity and respect? Look at these
Please
people.
give
There's
dignity
a
and respect
pandemic.
to the people.
Let me ask you. There's a
I
pandemic.
respectfully ask you, sir.
There is a pandemic. Is this respecting the rights of these kids?
I ask you. Please
Are you
respect
respecting the rights of these
This
kids?
is not a zoo, sir. Please don't treat the people.
You're right, and this is a
as such.
dangerous place.
Please don't treat the
And
people
your
like
policies,
this. That's all I ask for
unfortunately,
you,
are
sir.
trying to hide them. I understand
That's
you
all
were
I ask
instructed
you.
when 18 senators came down
please
here.
respect the people, give them dignity
I
and
respect them, and I want to fix this situation.
We all want to
And
fix
the
it, sir. We
administration
don't
you're
want
working
this to
for
happen
is responsible for these conditions.
Please respect the people with dignity and respect,
And
sir.
I ask you to respect the people as well. This
I am
is not
respecting you.
respect.
I am respecting the people.
This is not respect.
So, as you can see right there, all right, this is how they got you. They got Jake, man. All right, sealed up with what that looks like aluminum foil. All right, as blankets or whatnot, and they got him just packed up like a bunch of animals in there. Now, my question is, I thought in the pandemic that you gotta be 6 feet apart, right? So, what's going on here? Isn't this a government facility? Isn't this the Biden administration facility? Shouldn't they have spacing? Shouldn't they have, separation? Shouldn't they have all of that since you want to lower the spread? But yeah, you got them, look, they're literally right next to all of this. Where's the social distancing? And being that this is, she says this is not a zoo. What does this look like? All right. You're saying this is not a zoo. Do you not, like, they're literally, like, put in like a cage, like zoo animals. And then you turn around and say this is not a zoo. All right. And you see how this devil, all right, time and time again operates, all right, as we constantly tell you, and people, oh yeah, Biden, yeah, we got to get Biden up in there, It's the same agenda, all right? It's the same devils, and they do the same thing over and over and over again. Now, if she's blocking the camera as if she has something to hide, right? If you're not doing anything wrong, you're not doing anything bad, why are you so adamant, on trying to hide what's behind? Here's the thing, though. If you cared so much about their respect and dignity, is this the conditions you would have them in? With all the trillions of dollars that you have, right? These are the kind of facilities that you got Jake in. But we told you, and we've been telling you. Okay? Oh yeah, they get the migrant, this Biden, this, he that. You people are about to find out the hard way, man. You're about to find out the hard way, okay, what is truly going on in this place, man. And very soon, that's not going to be just immigrants. They're going to start throwing you regular people up in here, and it's going to be much worse. All right, because the more people, the less care. So it says here, an official tried to block Senator Ted Cruz from recording after he turned up at a Customs and Border Protection detention center to film the inhumane conditions of migrants under the Biden administration. Cruz published a video on Sunday showing the facility in Donna, Texas, packed with migrants wrapped in foil blankets with no social distancing, despite the dangers of the C-19, right? C-19P. It says, as an unnamed woman frantically attempted to get Cruz to stop recording. You see? So they're hiding this, and then they come on the news, they come and look like angels to you, right? But as a matter of fact, let's get that in the book of Psalms. All right. And that's why we keep on telling you, what's that? 55. All right. We keep telling you people, man, that the devil is always going to be the devil, man. All right. This is Psalms chapter 55, verse 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. And that's also, you can link that with Revelation 13 when it says they came up as a lamb, but spake as a dragon. All right. Because the words of their mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in their heart. That's why they spake as a dragon. All right. They came as a lamb. They came like, yeah, he's going to make this. People really thought that Biden brought salvation. They thought, Trump is bad. So Biden brings salvation. He's going to save us from all of this. But you people have no clue. All right. You've been fooled, man. Your suspicions only stop at the middle of the pyramid. Okay. But it goes way above that, man. Nonetheless, it says, and when it says war was in his heart meaning his mind. All right. Meaning that in their mind, Micah 2:1, they devise iniquity upon their beds. In their mind, all right, they're not trying to be peaceful. Okay? It says his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Okay? And softer than oil meaning they were slick. All right? But they were drawn swords. Meaning that they're, if you're not careful, all right, you're going to get caught up in it. Like their contracts, for example. It looks like it's benefiting you, but when you actually read the quote unquote fine print, you'll find out, no, this is whoa. All right. But that's exactly what they do. They come out and they make it seem like they're here for you. They're good. They're kind hearted, all this, that, and the third. All right. But this is what they got going on. Why don't they show this on CNN? Why don't they, but see, check this out. They'll bring this out, but then they'll spin a narrative on it. They'll get the spin doctors out and spin a narrative on it. Why don't you bring it out and say, "Oh shit, hold up," this is new information we're getting, and apparently it seems like this is what's going on here. They're not going, because at the end of the day, those that are basically all these mainstream media sites, if you really look at them, they're just reading off of a script. All right, they're just reading off the script, man. But this just goes to show you more confirmation, all right, of who the devil actually is, man. And they're about to come down with great wrath. Be not deceived. A lot of people are getting deceived by that peace and safety spirit, man. It is a part of prophecy. Things have to look like everything is all good. Okay? It tells you even that in the scriptures that, matter of fact, same day raid. All right, Luke chapter 19. All right, verse 26. It says, and as it was in the days of Noah, it says Noah, but is referring to Noah. So shall it also be in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark and the flood came and destroyed them all. Which in any point in time, people do this. All right, people do this, whether whether mid-pandemic, whether post-pandemic, whether pre-pandemic. People do this, right? It says, likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded, meaning they lived their regular lives, all right? But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all, right? It says, even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. That's why it says he's going to come as a thief in the night. See, Lot knew ahead of time. Well, the day that it rained fire and brimstone on Sodom, all right, it wasn't, Lot wasn't living his regular day-to-day life, all right? He was prepared and he was out. But to the rest of them, they were in a spirit of peace and safety, all right? And that same day, they got destroyed, all right? They got destroyed. So be not deceived looking at the world and, yeah, you know, it looks like, you know, they're shifting all this thing. Prophecy is prophecy, man. Prophecy is prophecy, and it doesn't get any less prophetic just because of what you're seeing. You're forgetting that 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3 is 2 parts. When they shall say peace and safety, then do not forget that there has, you know what I'm saying? Then sudden destruction is going to come. Suddenly. That's the point of peace and safety, because this destruction is going to be sudden. Like Apostle Gabar says, swift and brutal. All right? It says, so it says here, this is what the lady was saying. Please give dignity to the people. Please respect the people, complained the woman. But are you respecting the people? Are you giving them dignity? They're sleeping on floors with foil blankets. You don't know if when it gets hot, they get an AC in there. You don't know if when it's cold, they turn on the heater in there. You don't know if they're getting the proper food to eat, clean water. And oh my, God forbid, social distancing, right? Are they putting, you know, are they giving them the potion? Are they jabbing them up? You don't know that. Are they, you know what I'm saying? So you want to talk about dignity and respect? Okay. It says, who stood in the front of the camera, prompting Cruz to question, is this dignity and respect? Exactly, right? Is this dignity and respect? Look at these people. There's a pandemic. It says, you were instructed to ask us not to have any pictures taken here because the political leadership at DHS does not want the American people to know it. All right? And that's exactly so. What's interesting is, if these facilities are so good and they're to help these people, why do you have a problem? You should want to show it to everybody. You should want to show it to the world. Like, hey, look at the good works we're doing. You know, you speak about it, but you never show it. Yeah, we have facilities. You know, we take them there. We're making sure that they're fed, they're taken care of. A lot of these children that are separated from their mothers and their family and so on and so forth. Okay, well, show us. You know. Not on some make everything look Gucci for that one day. No, but show us what it looks like on the regular. They won't do it. All right? Because then what they're saying and what you're seeing are like two things now. So it says, this is a dangerous place and your policies are unfortunately trying to hide them. Cruz concluded, I want to fix this situation and the administration you're working for is responsible for these conditions. This is not respect. In his caption to the video, Cruz accused a woman of being a political operative from D.C., sent by President Joe Biden to stop Americans from seeing the conditions of the facility. Oh, Creepy Joe. Getting put on blast, bruh. You know? It says Americans on social media, and guess what? We're seeing that fall. All right? Just like he slipped up 3 times trying to go up them stairs. All right? It says Americans on social media called the conditions documented in the footage unacceptable, disturbing, and very inhumane. All right. Oh, but don't worry, because they bringing this, all right, to average everyday to day citizens. All right. So fear not, you know, fear not. They're definitely bringing this here. All right. It says here the containers offer privacy. Biden under fire for opening child detainment centers, but some liberals jumped to defend him. All right. So these detainment centers, all right, are eventually going to be, we've told you about that already, all right? Now, whether they call it a FEMA camp, an isolation center, a detention center, a detainment facility, it's the same thing. It's a place that has concentrated people there, you know, and they're basically either being held against their will, not being properly taken care of, being tortured, whatever the case may be. All right? And you know how sick these devils are, you know, just like they do it in China to the Uyghur Muslims. All right, Uyghur. I forgot how. I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced, but you think like, I mean, they do that in prison, you know, and you got sick ass individuals out there, man. So you don't know what they're doing to these children. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. It says, "Let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness." The wicked was designed to be the wicked. All right, their genetic code does not produce righteousness. Their thoughts do not come out righteous. Matter of fact, they're born wicked. Okay, it's that Psalms 58 and 3. All right, it says here, the wicked are estranged from the womb. From the womb. Now, let's look up the word estranged. All right. It says zawar, to be a stranger. Okay. It says to become estranged, to be alienated. All right. Now, what are they a stranger from? They're a stranger from righteousness because they're what? They're the wicked. Okay. So they are estranged. They're strangers from the womb. They go astray, meaning they go off. All right. As soon as they be born, speaking lies. Okay. Speaking lies. That's how they're born. That's how they were created. That's how they were designed. It's not going to change. All right. It says their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear. Because what does a serpent do? It stays in cover. All right. Low key, and boom, it strikes you. And when you get hit with that poison, what's going to happen to you? You're dead. All right. Your blood coagulates. Boom, you're done. Now, what's it called? The scriptures say that this serpent, all right, grew to be what? A dragon. And that's what we're about to see. He ain't about to just slither and bite people anymore. He's about to start breathing fire. All right. And burning people. Metaphorically, that is. But, you know, it says, even physically. Right. So Isaiah 26 and 10, let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. And we see that. All right. We see that, man. Okay, moving on, the book of Job. And we understand this. That's why the scriptures say, never trust thine enemy. Never. But what do Jake do? Oh, no. Well, this one has blonde hair. The other one had black hair or brown hair. So this one got blonde hair. His eyes are blue. The other one's eyes were brown. They're both Edomites. They're both our enemy. But this one, I think we could trust this one. And then you go and you end up in whatever you end up in. And now it's the Most High's fault because you were disobedient. Right? So this is Job chapter 20, verse 11. It says, his bones are full of the sin of his youth. And your bones is like your foundation. It's what when you read in, let's go to it. All right. The book of Ezekiel 37. It tells you as he prophesied, okay, to the dry bones. It started with the what? With the bones. And then what happened? Let's read it. It says, Ezekiel 37 and 7. So I prophesied as I was commanded. And as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them. See, so it starts the bones. That's the foundation, the structure. Then the sinews, all right, and the skin, and then all of that. So they're what? They're full of this. Their bones, all right. Their core is full of the sin of his youth. That means that it's never going to change. See, your skin can get cut and you can grow, new skin cells and so on and so forth, right? But your bones, that's as far as it goes. All right, and really, it's their spirit. It tells you that in the book of Habakkuk. All right, I always mess this up. Habakkuk is either 1B, 2Ks. Yeah. All right, 1Bs and 2Ks. Now I believe it might be 2. Yep. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. See, so their spirit, their inward is not upright. They're not correct. They're crooked. They're that crooked serpent. You know, they're that's what they are. Okay. So Job 20:11, it says, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. So as we read in Psalms 58, they're born sinning, born going astray, born to be liars and to be wicked. And guess what? As they live, it's going to remain within them. And when they die, it's going to be with them. All right. It says, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. He hid it under his tongue, but it's still there. It's sweet in his mouth. He cannot get rid of it. They can't help themselves but to be the way they are. Heartless. So you may look at it and you may wonder, damn, these guys, how? Like, why? Because that's how they were created. They can't help it. All right? They can't. You can see something like this and you can get upset. You can get frustrated. You can feel sad. They don't feel that. They can't help that. Now they may put off a side. Oh, this is bad. This is outcry. We need to. But deep down inside, especially with these elites, hell no, they don't, man. All right, they could care less. They're the ones. They're orchestrating it. So they could. I mean, you know, it's not even like they're being a bystander. No, they're orchestrating these things. All right. It says, verse 13, though he spare it and forsake it not, but still keep it within his mouth. And that's why you never trust your enemy, because it may look like he's for you, but only if that benefits him. All right. So pretty much with that, I'm going to end it here. What I will do is leave the link to this article in the description. All right. So, you know, you can take a look at it, watch the video and so on and so forth, man. But hey, as we tell you, man, they're not looking for your betterment. They don't care about your betterment. You know, as Apostle Tahar mentioned, yo, those stimulus checks are not for you. It's for the economy. It's to stimulate the economy. Hey, they could care less about you. All right. But kill two birds with one stone, right? Gain the trust of the people, gain their support, and do what you got to do. All right. So with that, I hope you were edified. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.